Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Beer Geek Nation. I'm your host Chris. Thank you so much for joining me once again for what I think will be a very special review. Tonight I'm actually reviewing two beers in one video for one very good reason. It's a collaborative beer between Boulevard Brewing and Deschutes Brewery out of Oregon. They got together and they came up with the idea of producing a white IPA, which is basically a Belgian witbier hopped like a West Coast IPA. They added some lemongrass to it, they added some sage to it after the beer was fermented, so they came up with that great idea. They went off to their respective breweries and they brewed their own beers. They're calling them different things, but it's the exact same recipe. So from Boulevard, we have Collaboration number 2 coming in at 7.4%. And from Deschutes Brewery, we have Conflux number 2 coming in at 7.3%. But keep in mind, they are the exact same recipes. They're just brewed in the different breweries. There might be a little bit difference in the water chemistry, who knows? So maybe I want to do these side by side just to see if there is a little bit of difference. You know, it's going to be very slight, I'm sure. But with that said, guys, let's get these into a glass so you know how it smells, tastes, and give you the verdict on the Collaboration 2 and the Conflux number 2. Let's go. All right guys, so the appearance on the Conflux 2 and the Collaboration 2, they both look so unbelievably similar, and they're both beautiful, beautiful beers. They both had 3 to 3.5, 4 fingers worth of a really white, rocky, fluffy head on there. Hazy as hell. It's that typical witbier, you know, straw yellow, almost a fluorescent yellow type of haze to it. Tons of carbonation coming off the bottom of the glasses on these ones. They're indistinguishable from each other. Both perfect examples of what a witbier should look like. Just awesome stuff. All right, the aroma on the Collab 2 and Conflux 2. Let's start with the Deschutes. Big sage, big, huge lemongrass in this one. Big lemon notes. Getting that, that typical, very, very typical witbier yeast characteristic. It's this bready, kind of spicy yeast to it. Definitely getting the coriander, big orange peel. Oh, nice hop characteristic to this one. It's a very sweet, West Coasty hop, like ripe peaches, really ripe fruits, but at the same time, that pine backbone's in there. There's a citrus to it. Yeah, it's really, really nice smelling beer. And the Collaboration 2. Wow, I'm getting a lot more sage in this one. A lot of sage, a lot of lemongrass. That lemongrass characteristic definitely coming through in this one. The sage presents as like this herbal, kind of earthy quality. I'm getting a lot more of the spiciness in this one. I'm getting a lot more of the hops in this one as well. More kind of an orangey, citrusy, grapefruity type of hop characteristic to it. But definitely, I gotta tell you, between the two, the Boulevard definitely has more sage. The Deschutes definitely has more lemongrass. So that's interesting to see that, or smell that, I should say. All right, guys, so the taste on the Collaboration / Conflux 2. Let's start with Conflux 2. Cheers. Yeah, it's traditional and just groundbreaking at the same time. It's amazing stuff. Right at the front of the tongue, I'm getting big lemongrass again in this one. Big sage characteristics in this one. It's a big herbal, zesty kind of quality to it. Middle of the mouth, you're getting that big, that witbier characteristic just taking over. Bready, biscuity malt. There's a nice spiciness, nice dry finish in this one. Carbonation really helps to move the flavors around, and there's so many flavors in this. You just kind of have to sit back and kind of take it in. It's really cool. You're getting that coriander and orange peel, and then you're getting the, you know, the lemongrass mixing with the orange and the sage mixing with the coriander, and it's doing this thing, and there's no one flavor that really jumps out. They really come together and make this really, really well blended beer. So let's move on to the Collaboration 2 from Boulevard. Cheers. Yeah, there is a bit of a difference between the two. To me, the Boulevard has definitely got more hop character to it. Front of the tongue, getting more hop bitterness, almost followed immediately by like that West Coast grapefruit. The orange peel is definitely kind of enhancing that hop character to it. Definitely getting the lemongrass again. That lemongrass really stands out in both of these. Definitely getting the sage. Again, the sage really stands out in both of these. It's more of an herbal quality. Middle of the mouth, I'm getting less of the breadiness, less of the biscuit quality. I'm getting more of those hop characters coming through, kind of sticking around in the mouth. But again, the carbonation in this one helps to move those flavors along. So you really do get, you know, varying flavors at different points. Nice dry finish on this one. This one finishes really dry, actually more so than the Deschutes version. But the aftertaste on both of these was lemon, that lemon, you know, zest kind of quality to it. I'm getting the sage big time. Hops in both, but I'm definitely have to go say the Boulevard is a bit more hoppy in my opinion, but both of them are just really, really, you know, amazing tasting wit beers. All right guys, so the final verdict, the end of the day, the collaboration between Boulevard Brewing and Deschutes Brewery. Boulevard is calling it collaboration number 2. Deschutes is calling it Conflux number 2. They are both a witbier IPA, white IPA, 7.4%, 7.3%. The exact same recipe, just brewed in different locations. I got to give both of these an A. These are probably the best wit beers I've ever had. I mean, I can say that confidently. I can confidently say that if you can get the Boulevard, you're not going to be disappointed. If you can get the Deschutes, you're not going to be disappointed. Side by side, they are a perfect pairing. You know, one kind of bounces off the other. This Boulevard, I think, is a little bit more hoppy. I think the Deschutes was a little bit more herbal and had more of the lemongrass quality to it. But in the end, they're both fantastic wit beers, and that's the bottom line. Don't fret it if you can only get one or the other. You know, you'll be happy with both. Collaboration number 2 and Conflux number 2 are getting an A from me. It's the best wit beer I've ever had. So with that said, remember folks, life is too short. Drink amazing beers, and I don't know which one to pick to drink. Cheers.